So these dates for this tour, have you got them lined up for around?
Yes.
Okay? What have you got?
So we got. What's that?
Hi Bernie. Sorry, Calum. This is Bernie, our Bigfoot. How are you? Thank you for this. It's through.
Nice to meet you, Bernie.
Thank you.
It's kind of terrifying.
She works downstairs. It's all upset. So these dates.
Yes.
What are these dates? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the UK Americana show. Thank you for joining us. Oh my God, you lucky people. You never guess who we've got in the studio. Calum Ingram, talking about his new critically acclaimed album, The Man. Yeah, that's right, I said the man. The man, the man, the man, the man, the man. You'll all be doing it next week. What should we say about our next guest, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my God, I am so excited to bring to you. This guy's got a brand new album out, which he's kindly given to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Calum Ingram. Woohoo! How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Listen, thank you for taking the time, and I'm really excited about this album, The Man, but we could talk about it a bit later on.
Yeah.
So, lots of things to ask you. So, you were born in Scotland, in Glasgow.
In Glasgow. Well, actually, Paisley, Paisley.
Paisley, the accent's coming out. But then you grew up a little bit in the States, is that right? You went to college there?
Yeah, I went to college there and I'd go back and forth a lot. I had family there and I studied music at jazz school there in New York City.
Oh,
which
wow,
was really
cool.
That was a pretty life-changing experience, you know.
Yeah, I bet it was. But what about this thing with the cello? Because your speciality is the cello. You took that to a different level, which I like to talk about because you got into blues and a little bit of reggae, folk.
Yeah.
So it's kind of alternative. Well, it is alternative. It's an Americana. So how does that work about? Because you really took the cello to a total different place.
It's a cool thing.
From the age of 9 you were, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just always drawn to music and I think I just really liked the way the cello looked. But then being around my family, growing up, going along car rides, my dad would put on blues music, Gary Moore and like Thin Lizzy and rock stuff and blues, B.B. King, and I just really got drawn to that, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd come home from school, I'd be playing the classical stuff, then I'd put on some music and just jam to stuff that I really wanted to play, you know?
You love Peter Gabriel, don't you?
I love Peter Gabriel.
And as soon as I read that, you thought, well, okay. So he obviously knows what he's doing. You know? And you worked with some great guys. I mean, I've got it all down here. Tell me about this thing in New York City that you did. It was a theatre production.
Yeah, it was called.
How did that come about? Because you wrote the score to it, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. So I got there was a playwright that got in contact with me. I put
Diversion Avenue.
Division Avenue. Yeah. It was really cool. It was right when I was in college, and this playwright from Texas got in touch with me, and I put out a song called "Going Home" off my first record that I released. Right. And she saw the video, and she was like, "This is going to be perfect for my play that I'm writing. Wow. I'd love you to write the music for the whole thing and perform it and interact with the actors." It was really cool.
Oh, really? And it worked? Like
it worked really well, and it was like
that's a good break, though. Isn't it?
It was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah.
And that was your first album from your first album?
The very first album, yeah.
Right, but this is like here we go again.
Well,
but this is your first studio album.
This is my first studio album on vinyl, which is really exciting. Yeah.
And you know what? When's it out, Calum?
It's out tomorrow. Tomorrow the 26th.
Yeah, so, okay, that's enough of that. No, but, so getting back to your music, I mean, some of your, you like John Mayer, for example.
Yeah, I love John Mayer.
We love John Mayer here. We went to see him a little while back. He's fantastic. He brought onto the stage a guy called Robbie McIntosh.
Yes.
Okay, and Robbie played with Paul McCartney for 10 years, The Pretenders, Tom Jones, and I'm walking down the street and the phone goes, and this guy says, "Hey, Robbie would like to come on your show." So I said, "Really?" And I said, "Not the guy that I saw at the O2 the other night, 25,000 feet." He said, "Yeah." I went, "Okay."
Come on in.
So I've got a photograph of him over there somewhere.
Oh, killer.
So look,
I'm actually going to meet him tomorrow.
No way.
Yeah.
Tell him Sam said hello from
I will.
Americana bar, yeah?
I will, yeah.
And tell him I'm sorry about that £5 I owe you. So look, I'm just writing about the album, as I say, it's your first studio album, but some of the inspirations that you've also got with this, because you're a very charitable guy, and that's, you can hear some of that in the lyrics and some of the emotion. And you know, I always talk about songwriters. You can always hear that something special going on. You really do go deep to find certain areas, don't you? So tell me a bit more about this charity, the stuff that you do, because you've done loads of it.
Yeah. It means a lot to me. I always say to people, like, whenever you're going to do any venture in life, it's really important to give a little bit back as well. So I've worked a lot with musicians that are refugees and asylum seekers.
That is awesome. Yeah, that really is. Yeah.
Amazing, and it needs to be done.
Because they don't get no help at all, like, you know. They
Nothing.
really don't, you know.
No, they really get kicked to the curb most of the time. So when you can allow them to have authorship over what they want to do in life, it's the most beautiful thing, you know. And I like to facilitate that whenever I can.
You've done that quite a lot, haven't you?
Yeah.
But anyway, so you played with him and all the other guys as well. Mick Taylor.
Yeah, that was very cool. Mick Taylor's
that was
for the tribute, benefit for Jack, because so I opened up for Jack Bruce on my 21st birthday. Just happened to land on my 21st birthday. I opened up for
Looked like it was a couple of years ago.
That was pretty cool, man. And he couldn't have been nicer, you know. He was just the sweetest guy, you know, very kind. You know, he played cello first. That was his first instrument.
What? Jack Bruce?
Yeah, it was actually, there's a Cream recording of him playing cello on it. Yeah, and I got to perform that with Jasmine Rogers, Paul Rogers' daughter, at the
Paul
ceremony
Rogers' daughter,
as well.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
she's a really good mate of mine, actually. Yeah, she's great.
Really?
Yeah, really good.
Paul was supposed to come on here. What about his son? Is it Steve Rogers?
Steve Rogers, yeah.
He was due to come on. And I think the pandemic sort of played to that.
Again, I get you the album cover as well. I don't know if this.
No, I think everyone knows you definitely got this album, man.
Well, you know, you got to promote it, you know.